I think I like when it rains. I think I like when it rains. Man, I feel like I'm getting sick. Okay, sorry. I think I like when it rains. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I think I like when it rains. Sorry, I keep repeating it. I don't know why. I think I like when it rains. I just woke up from a walk. A nap. I just woke up from a nap. Hamilton might give you my wrench. I doubt it. That wrench is like expansive. Hi, Charles. Trying to find my glasses. I just woke up. Give me a minute, fuckers. I just woke up from a nap. I did my dispensary run this morning because I always do my dispensary run on Sundays. And then I did my Target pickup, which I was about to text you. I promise. I promise. I just made the executive decision to go live because Hammy is taking a nap and I am. Ooh, what happened to my phone? But yes, I promise I was about to text you. How are you, Joanne? Thank you for being here. Is in charge? Have I ever seemed like anybody can be in charge of me? Like ever in my entire life? I think that's like my problem here, right? Would you agree? That I need somebody. You guys, something's wrong with me. I'm getting sicker by the moment. I wonder if there's something I can take. Maybe I should take a Mucinex. Exactly. She's not ever in charge and never said she was. That's what's funny is like people like to put that in her mouth that she's in charge. But she never fucking said she was in charge. Yes. Okay. Robin. Hey Juan. Hey Robin. Let me go see if I have some Mucinex. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to turn my dryer on. If I were Natalie's Nikki, I'd already be on her panel and she'd never get to talk. Exactly. Joanne is so far from my Nikki. Joanne lets me do whatever the fuck I want because she knows I'm not her fucking puppet. Okay, I just took a Mucinex, which I just realized I haven't eaten anything, and I just took a Mucinex. That wasn't probably smart. Let me eat some gummies. And then after that, I'll contemplate eating something. Okay. So I just have to say a couple of things. Sorry, I'm back. I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay. So I got some pretzels. I'll eat some pretzels so that I don't die. Because I have not eaten since Friday. Because people think I'm like this, hey buds. People think I'm like this absolutely terrible bitch, right? When yeah, let me try to eat these new limited edition Dots homestyle pretzels in the barbecue flavor. Mmm. Mmm. Okay. If I eat like 5 of these, then I won't die from taking Mucinex and not having eaten since Friday. Why? What's this mission? You guys, I've been so nauseous out of nerves that I've been unable to fully sleep. Like, in the middle of the night, I'll just get so nauseous. And so I'll wake up and I'll have to like sit in my bed. Hey, Blady, I'll have to like sit in my bed and I'll have to count to 200 and just tell myself, you don't need to throw up. You don't need to throw up. You don't need to throw up. And then Hamilton was on the phone with me and he's like, it's really weird. He has to do this thing where he has to say, you're not nauseous. You're not nauseous. You're fine. And like, for some reason, when he says that, I'm no longer nauseous. And so he was sleeping. And so like, I just, for an hour, I had to like count to 200, kept trying not to throw up because you guys don't understand. Like, he makes me seem like this terrible bitch. And I think that my tone, the way I talk, because I have a Valley Girl tone and my words might end off in a certain like high-pitched syllable or whatever it may be, I think it like makes it seem like whatever I'm saying is bitchy. So I think that I unintentionally come off like a bitch when I don't mean to. And I'm like extremely sad because I'm like starting this new like thing I'm doing tomorrow with my job. I'm starting something tomorrow and I think I'm getting sick. I have the bride, the groom, the baby, Mucinex, push but oh, ew. I feel like I'm getting sicker by the day. I really think something's wrong with me. So I'd like to discuss some of this. So, God, if I'm getting sick, I'm going to be so upset. But then again, I guess if I'm just starting my new trade that I'm doing, which is like, you know, let's say I have a studio and I'm doing all these different things in it. And then I decided to add a new thing I'm doing on Monday. Well, what are the chances that I'd get sick like this the day before? My God. So this is something I'd like to talk about. Okay. So this really sucks. Let me eat one more of these. Sis, step up to the party like my name was bad, bitch. So that's enough of that. Oh, oh. Sorry, I'm like really having a hard time. Okay. So here's what we're going to discuss, okay? So hello, Sam. I don't know what you mean. So here's what happened, okay? So for okay, I'm going to get that. Let me put in an order right now. Give me 1 second. But JCam, that's not at all what the point is of everything. So I'll explain. So sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. Let me place a quick order for these airborne gummies. Let's see. I agree with this. But let me just explain my side before anybody like develops an opinion. And I understand why you would develop a specific opinion, but excuse me, let me just change the target I want to pick this up from. Drive up. Uh-oh, what just happened? Heart. Check out. Okay. Oh shit, let me get my charger. I have to grab my computer charger, and I just placed my airborne gummy orders for pickup from Target. That'll be my second pickup order of the day from them. Let me grab my charger. Okay, I'm back. Alrighty, so here's what I have to say. So let me kind of explain exactly what happened. Okay, so I don't want to give anybody's personal medical information, but Hamilton does need a lot of eye drops all the time. And he might make it seem like he uses them once in a blue moon. And that might be what he thinks. But like let's say if anybody in here is an eye drop user, let's say you use them every day. you know that you're going to buy more than like one of them per year, you're going to need to constantly buy the drops. So, sorry. So the drops, okay, cool. So let's say you don't use them a lot, you use them once every month, right? Then you probably aren't going to need to buy that bottle every single month, every single week. You're probably just going to buy one of those bottles every year. So he's always telling me that he's always saying he's using visine, visine, visine. So I'm like, okay, the thing is that I've known for a very long time that visine is really bad for your eyes. So let's say you go to the grocery store and you go to the pharmacy section and you go to their eye section. So when you look at the prices of everything, I don't know how it is in Canada. I don't know if this is how it is in Canada. But here you can find the generic eye drops, which are like the Kroger brand, the what's like the CVS brand, whatever, right? So you can see the price difference. The price in the generic brands is like half the price. So you can get like a generic Kroger eye drop for like $7 versus if you buy this one brand called Sustain, which is like really good for your eyes, or there, I'm sure there's a lot of other brands that are good for your eyes. Instead of $7, it's like $17, right? So it's not just they want to price them differently. There's actually different active ingredients in those drops. So like for example, if I know that there's a specific drop that is going to make you have to keep buying that drop and becoming dependent upon that drop use after use after use, right? Versus if you were to just get a more expensive drop and you wouldn't have to use it that often. Okay. So I tried to explain that to him that, like, look, like, there's been studies about visine. It makes you dependent. Let me read for you what it does. So, visine can be bad for your eyes if used excessively or for extended periods. While effectively for short term relief of red, irritated eyes, overuse can lead to rebound redness, where the eyes become even more red after the drug's effects wear off. So after the visine wears off, then your eyes become even more red. Additionally, visine contains preservatives like blah, blah, blah chloride, which can cause irritation for allergic reactions, especially with prolonged use. So the thing about Hammy is that he does have a lot, he does have a lot of animals. Well, he used to in the house. So he could be experiencing allergies, and to use something that's going to irritate your allergies is going to make your eyes worse. He's always complaining of eye problems to me. Again, I'm not trying to give his personal medical info, so I'm just going to give very little info about the truth of the matter. But the truth of the matter is, Hammy and I have talked about drops hundreds of times over the 3 years that I've been with him. We have talked about eye drops hundreds of times. How would you guys feel if you were trying to give your partner medical information that you read about and telling him, hey, if you just get one other type of eye drop, if you get a different brand, you will probably not have so many eye problems, right? And also, he was sanding the day before. Okay, sounds good, Joanne. I do that sometimes too. He was also sanding a wall the day before. So he's going to have more irritable eyes, right? So what I'm trying to say is I'm his partner. He's my partner. He is always shoving advice and opinions down my throat about absolutely everything I say. He's 7 years older than me. I think he thinks he knows like a lot more than me. I think that I think that Every single thing I say or do, he tries to find a solution to help me fix it, or a way to make it better, or a piece of advice. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, even if I'm like, oh my God, my sock, like, it has a hole in it, he'll have a fucking piece of advice, right? So I have this piece of advice for him that I have been giving him for years, to stop using Visine, and maybe his eye problem will get better or whatever, you know? So this is what happens. About a week before this whole fight, I'm like talking to him, babe, like, why won't you listen to me about Visine? Like, why won't you buy a different brand? Like, blah, 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 right? He's like, okay, fine. Like, you've been telling me this for years. Fine. Next time I go and I buy eye drops, I'm going to buy a different brand. I go, oh my God, thank God. Because I've been telling him this, and his response to me has been, I've been using the brand. It works. What's the big deal? I'm not changing what I'm doing. And I'm thinking, wait, how does this make any fucking sense? It's not making your eye problem better. And if you switch to a different brand, it might make it better. So these have been his reasoning. So finally, literally last weekend, a week ago, he finally agreed to buy a different brand. When he goes, when I run out of the Visine, I'll buy a different brand just to make you feel better. Thank God, right? So then I'm like, it's funny because like everything always happens whenever I'm either at my wax appointment, or about to go to my wax appointment, or in the garage for my wax appointment, or in the parking lot for my wax appointment. Everything happens at my wax appointment. And to be honest with you, I think there's a specific spirit that is the reason for this, and it has to do with that area that I go to over there. I'm not going to mention who, but I think there is a specific spirit in that area. I don't have any of the same beliefs as this person. I don't agree with anything this person does, says, whatever, but like, this person is like nice to me, and whenever I'm in that general area, I feel like they have this like negative, evil eye towards me, you know? So I'm pulling up. I parallel parked. I did a really fucking good job. So I'm like on the phone with them, and he's like, okay, I'm going to start ordering like my eye drops. So he starts ordering them, and I thought he said that he was buying Visine. But what I didn't know at the time was that Visine to him is what the term he uses for eye drops in general. Yeah, excuse me. And so I was like, okay. I didn't know that at the time, right? So he's like, I'm placing an order for Visine Pink Eye. I'm like, don't they have like a different brand of something for, don't they have like a different brand? He thought he had that from sanding. I'm like, you don't have that from sanding. Like, you probably have an allergy. You probably need to wash your eye out. Like, you know, whatever. I'm like, don't they have a different brand other than Visine? You just told me last weekend that you were going to stop buying that brand. So here is where in it one sec. Okay, sorry. Something's wrong with me, you guys. Um, so listen, I literally have the moment that everything went wrong, why it went wrong, how it went wrong, all of it. Okay, so let me explain. This is where it went wrong. So he's typing about his list that he wants, right? So he's typing Visine instead of a couple of things could have happened, okay? obviously, if you've been telling somebody to get a different brand of something for years, and then you hear them that they're finally going to do it, but then you literally hear them say they're buying that brand again, right? Imagine how I felt. I was like, wow, like I literally said to him, I'm like, you give me so much advice about everything and you never take any of my advice. That's all I said to him, right? I was like, because you're buying visine again. And he goes, so this is where it went wrong on his end. On my end, maybe I shouldn't have even said anything, but I'm a control freak and I don't like when people are putting something bad in their body. Okay. So, I mean, in their eyes, like people put things that are bad in their mouth all the time. I don't care. But like when you're putting something bad in your eyes, like I care. So maybe I shouldn't have said anything at that moment. Like I shouldn't have been like, because literally all I said was, and he doesn't remember this part, but this is all I said. I said, you're always shoving your advice and opinions down my throat, and you never take my advice or opinions. Like I've been telling you not to get visine for years, and you don't care. That's what I said. Shouldn't have said it, whatever. But you know what? His reaction did not have to be that way. He literally could have just said, I'm not buying the brand visine. I'm just making myself a list and I call the eye drops that I'm buying visine, regardless of what brand they are. If he would have said that, it would have been fine. But the way he responded to me was through complete anger. Like he was like, I don't have time for this right now. I'm just trying to write a list. Okay, did not have to escalate like that. Like, especially if you know that your girl feels like you, fuck you. Especially if you know that your girl feels strongly about something and she's just trying to help you and make you feel better. For you to be like freaking the fuck out instead of calming the situation down is crazy. And so then it just escalated. And I'm telling you guys, like I learned in therapy that the only reaction I can control is my own. So I started to like, I was quiet for, I would say, I remember, so I was driving when this happened, right? So I remember what road I drove from. I drove from one road to another, and I was just letting him yell at me and like yell at me and yell at me. And then finally, I remember when I finally got on the freeway is when I finally yelled back because I couldn't stand it anymore. Like I learned in therapy, I can only control my own reaction. So for, I'm telling you, one road for a mile, another road for a mile. I went through a drive-through coffee shop. I went through another road for like 2 or 3 miles, finally got on the freeway. And that's when I finally had enough of him yelling at me and freaking out at me for this. So I just finally like yelled right back at him. Like I could no longer control it at that point. So I'm telling you guys, I drove like 10 miles before I reacted. Okay. And I only reacted because it felt like he was losing it on me and nothing was going to stop him. And you guys don't know what that feels like. None of you. So for any of you to judge me when somebody is treating me that way, none of you understand. And yes, maybe he feels I treated him a certain way. He thinks it's all me. He thinks I started the whole thing and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? We're good today. Like we're trying to heal. I'm not trying to rehash this, but I just have to say, none of you know what it feels like when he goes into that mode towards me where nothing can be controlled. Like he can't even control his temper. He can't control his words. He can't control his reactions. He can't control his emotions. And I am trying to control mine. And I am watching it happen in front of me that someone can't control theirs. None of you know what that feels like unless you've been in that. Okay. And honestly, like yesterday, I literally felt like I felt like I was trapped, right? So like I felt like I was trapped because I'm like, he's just gonna do this and then he's gonna apologize, and I'm just gonna have to deal with this again when it happens. So, well, anyways, I feel bad for him because I clearly that's an out of body experience for him. But like then to go live when you know that's like my number one problem with you, it's like, wow. And I'm not going to give in anymore. I'm not going to go on any panels or anything because it seems like feeding into that delusion. I just think it's funny though, the way that people like called me a bitch yesterday and stuff in his chat. And I'm thinking, none of you know what it feels like to be me. You only know what somebody who is trying to get comfort online and trash their girl is saying. But so there's that. Oh, whatever. I'm not talking badly about him. I haven't said any of his personal info. I haven't said anything bad. And honestly, I love him and I feel very bad for him that he goes through these things. And like, you guys think that when I hear like cops showed up at his house or he's so upset he's threatening to unalive himself, like that really affects me. But what am I supposed to do? Like give in and then it just happens again next time? Like it's not fair. Exactly. Now, something else I would like to also address. This is the very last time that I am ever going to address this person because what this person did to me, it makes me so physically ill and I am never going to trust any of you again. Like I'll never trust anybody again because what Gorilla Grower did to me is fucking disgusting. I don't care what he did to Hamilton, but what he did to me to pretend to be my friend, but then stalk his chat with people to talk about me. Like, I see what your plan was this whole time, Gorilla Grower. This whole time, you were talking to Nikki behind the scenes, concocting this plan together where you're going to act like, Natalia, me and my wife, we just want the best for you in Hamilton. Me and my wife, me and my dad, we hang out, me and my wife, this and that. Like, you're this family, humble man, but behind the scenes, you're plotting against me. And I've never done anything like that to you. So I think that's really disgusting. Your entire chat is about me now. And when Dee goes in there, I'm really not sure why she needs to repeat herself over and over and over and over again for sympathy points, and why you're like feeding into it like a coward. So you don't feed into it with Hamilton and I, but you're so quick to feed into it with someone like Dee because Dee is an extension of Nikki and you want Nikki's love and support because Nikki helps you with Hamilton, right? She helps your beef with Hamilton. So for you, Gorilla Grower, to have pretended to be my friend, to have pretended you and your wife and you and your dad have like all these great wishes, are such great family people, but then you're stacking your chat with this person who keeps repeating over and over and over about me, like dying for sympathy from you about me. You're just okay with that, right? That's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. If you were a grown-ass man, you would say something like, Dee, you've repeated 55 times over the last week how your whole story over and over and over and over about how Hamilton doesn't like you. Hamilton, Natalie don't like you. We know. Do you go in there to cry every day about us and turn our friends against us? You are scum of the earth. You repeat your story about your daughter for sympathy points to all my friends. I've seen you do it. You repeat your story about your daughter for sympathy points. You repeat your story about how Hamilton did this to you for sympathy points. All you are is a sympathy pig. You're a sympathy pig. Hello, J-Cam. And you know what, Gigi? For you to give her a platform to have sympathy when we've done nothing to her, you're gross. I care about you. She uses, and I saw her do it in Pilgor's chat the other day too. She went into Pilgor's chat. She tried to make the whole chat about her. She goes into Gigi's chat. She makes the whole chat about her. She goes into Budsville's chat. She makes the whole chat about her. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Okay? It's like a child who needs attention. You're already streaming on your own channel for 9 hours a day with the only person that you can get on your panel, which is Nikki. But then you have to go from chat to chat to chat. I can name 10 chats you've done this in to try to get sympathy points against Hamilton and I. Why don't you go into a chat and make your own friends without bringing up our names? Let's see you do that. I give you 30 days. Go make some new friends without using our names. But all you are is a sympathy pig. That's all. So those were my main two things that I needed to address. I needed to address that Hamilton and I are going through it. If any of you guys pray for us, because long distance is not easy. My anger problems are not easy to deal with. His anger problems are not easy to deal with. I'm in therapy. It's not easy to own your own business. It's not easy to wake up every day at fucking 2 a.m. because you have to come up with a business plan for the day and fucking hustle sometimes door to door. These things are not easy, but I do them. So pray for me. Don't try to get sympathy off my back, bitch, because I'll call you out on it. I don't go around looking for sympathy from anyone. So why the fuck should anyone look for sympathy off my back? The fuck? The fuck? The fuck? Anyways, let's see. Sorry, I'm making my bed again. I made it earlier, but then I took a nap, and so I ruined it. Does anybody else wake up and their blankets and covers and sheets are just wrapped around them like a Tootsie Roll? Because that's me. Imagine how hard it is when Hammy and I have to sleep in the same bed. Hey, Charles! Hina said, get to know Jesus. You know, J-Cam, I do know Jesus. I'm saved by his blood. I've been baptized. But to be completely honest with you guys, I love Hamilton. I think he's the cutest thing ever. I think his face is so cute. It's so adorable. I just love him to death. I don't like to see him the way that he is when he's upset. I don't like it, but it's so hard on me. It's hard on me to handle. Like, I've got my own issues, and when somebody, is like very upset and I'm very upset, it's like it's just unfair that he gets a pass for bringing it on YouTube because he uses the excuse of that he has no one else. And I understand that, but it's also like you guys want entertainment no matter what you guys say. You guys might say, like, don't bring it to YouTube, blah, 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 but you guys are still tuning in, right? So no matter what you guys say, sorry. You guys, I'm gonna throw up. I just need Hammy to tell me I'm not gonna throw up. You guys. Oh, I just keep randomly getting nauseous. Okay. So, yeah, like, she's mad because when Stella was alive, Stella took her wrench one day and they got into it. And then, like, because, like, Stella was trying to tell Dee where to go, I think. I just blew my nose, sorry. Like, telling her where she can and can't go, like, chats wise. Oh, that's crazy. You know, you can like demo a screen before you play it. Let's see. What is that even? How do you even do that though? New scene. What is this? Speaker view? What does that mean? What the heck is this? Hello? I don't know what this means. Okay. Let me remove this one. Sometimes I want sympathy, but I don't want it from people who my friends are friends with. Like, that's weird. What's this group discussion? Oh, okay. Delete this scene. Delete. Okay. Yeah, Dee was in someone's chat and Stella caught her and called her out. She said, I go where I want. And Stella says, I'll take your wrench. And Dee said, go ahead. She took the wrench and Dee said she won't be back. I saw it myself, not heard. Wow. Okay, I'll be nice to him. You guys, I know, like, I have a lot of issues, but I'm telling you guys, it's not just me. Bottom line, if you both real care about each other, it's just stepping stone part of your story relationship. Very hard. It's true. Hey, Pilgor, I was just talking about you. I was saying that our sympathy pig was in your chat the other day, and that's fine. I just thought it was funny because she repeats the same thing in every chat. I don't think she said in your chat about how Hamilton and I hate her, though, because I'm sure she knew that you're our friend. But, like, she went into Gigi's. The whole chat was D33 about Hamilton and I and Gigi's, trying to get sympathy. Like, Hamilton and Natalia hate me. And I'm thinking, absolutely, I know you do, Pilgor. And and I saw her in Gigi's. She's going on and on and on and on and on. And he's just giving her the free reign to do it. And I'm like, wow. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to block her name so that when I go into chats, I can't see her. Because I don't want to see this same thing on repeat. Natalie Hamilton hurt my feelings. Natalie Hamilton don't like me. Am I allowed here? Natalie Hamilton don't like me. Am I allowed here? Like, okay. Here's my take on it. Okay. So here's my take on it. So when you lay with dogs, that's really weird. The beef is between him and I, not Hamilton and him. Don't involve Hamilton in this, okay? Who, like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. Because Hamilton doesn't want any smoke. I don't personally want any smoke. Oh my stick. Hi. So here, I'll repeat what my issues are. Here's my issue. You pretended, this person that's restreaming me pretended to be this like family man. Him and his wife, you know, they like really care about me and they really care about Hamilton and they really want the best for us. But behind the scenes, you're talking to my enemies. You're plotting against me. I would go into your chat for a couple times and felt quite comfy in there, but was that a setup? Because it seems like a complete setup, in my opinion. It seems like you were trying to get my trolls in there to troll me. And then once my trolls were in there to troll me, it was like full force. Every fucking thing in there was D. D, D, D. Clayton Bigsby, D, D, D. All about Hammy and Natalia. So guess what? That proves to me you're not this family man that you pretend to be. It was all fake. You were trying to like butter me up to like be like cool with you just so that you could stab me in the back. And guess what? I learned my lesson on that, and I'm not going to go back to your chat ever again. So have a great life. Not sure why you're restreaming me. Have fun with my sympathy pig, the person who literally went into your chat just to start getting sympathy from you about the fact that we don't like D. What does that have to do with you, Gigi? I have no idea, but involve yourself. Go ahead. Show me what a family man you are. No, you'd be welcome there, but he would just allow everybody to talk shit on you, everybody to troll you. So if you're going to go there, just be careful. And I don't control grown people either, but I sure as fuck am not going to go pretend like one of my enemies is now my friend just to get them in my chat, just so that I can troll them. Not cute. Not a cute look. Not a cute look, bruh. Please do. The lemon peel has these special things in it that help the throat. Oh, let's see. Use a potato peeler and just get the really yellowy layer of the lemon skin and put that lemon peel in a cup, squeeze. Okay, you know what's crazy, Stoic? All of my foreign family and all of my foreign friends always give me the same advice. They're like, I know it's really gross, but just do it, you know? I'll exit stage left, you exit stage right. It'll look like a cute little setup, okay? Thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I don't like being set up, right? Put enough honey in it and it's honey. How yummy. Have you guys had a medicine ball from Starbucks before? I know if Azel was around, he would know about a medicine ball from Starbucks because him and I, we have that in common in our lives. But yeah, no, I just feel like to use me for sympathy and then for the person who's pretending to be my friend, like him and his wife support me and Hammy and think we're so great. And then like him and his dad are doing all these cool things together, which I think is cool because I do a lot of things with my dad. I'm a huge family person. But then like for it to all just be fake, For you to just have been like pretending to be my friend is just crazy. I love you too. I just hope that going forward, I can kind of learn who the fake friends are and who's going to stab you in the back and who the real ones are, you know? Ooh, you're making meatloaf? Are you having mashed potatoes with it? Because that's a must. Do 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 baby. So, yes, loaded mashed potatoes. Oh my god. If you keep posting pictures, I'm going to end up in the petrified forest lost as fuck one day. I'll be like, where are you guys? So my plan, corn or peas. Well, if I had to choose, I'd go with corn, but I would want both. Yeah, the petrified forest is a very cool part of Arizona, if anybody ever is here. That's what I heard. I've never been. So, anyways, just to recap what I've discussed during the stream. So, I'm very sorry to Hamilton for like everything that transpired yesterday. We both have our faults, but I'm just very sorry for my part of it. And I did kind of go into detail about everything that happened at the beginning of the stream, and I don't feel like going into it again. So anybody that wants to know like what the fuck happened from my side, you can scroll to the beginning or rewatch it later. But we're both in the wrong. Okay, so there was like a moment in time where this whole thing could have been avoided. I just turned my dryer on so that I can do some laundry, like Brian Laundry. Yeah, so I will watch it back very soon. Thanks, Stoic. You're sweet. So, excuse me. My God. I really hope I'm not getting sick. But if I am, at least I have those airborne gummies coming in. I'll be right back. So, anyways, something I'd like to say is I think that I have a really hard time with men because I think like my relationship with my dad when I was like young was very toxic. And what I mean by that is I think my mom was like kind of miserable in her marriage because she had an arranged marriage. And I think because of that, she exhibited a lot of the behaviors that I might be exhibiting, and not because I'm miserable, but because she's my mom, you know? So, and that's the way I was raised, was around somebody who was really miserable in their relationship. And so I'm wondering if part of the way I react to things is because of that. And then because of my parents having this terrible marriage, it was like my parents took it out on me. So like my mom would like beat the shit out of me. Like it's weird, but she would hit me just as hard as my dad. My dad would beat the shit out of me. So they would hit me and scream at me. And then, like, after everything happened, which by the way, the things that they would hit me and scream at me over were so not a big deal. Like, you don't need to hit and scream at your kids for doing like these things. Like, they just had a very bad temper. A lot of people say it's because they were in a bad marriage. A lot of people say it's because of the country they come from and how their parents were raised and their ancestors and this and that, right? So what I'm trying to get at is the way that I grew up has affected me psychologically so bad, okay? So, like, they would hit me, scream at me, but then they would act like nothing happened after. So there was never like a discussion of, this is why we did this to you and we're not going to do it again, you shouldn't do this again, and we're sorry and we love you. In fact, my dad used to say he does not apologize, that men do not have to apologize. Why do you guys think I have such a problem with men? Because my dad literally told me my whole life, and he will still say it today. He will say he's never said sorry in his life, and he never has to say sorry in his life. These are the things he says. Hold on, let me get my clothes. Okay, so anyways, so yeah, it never got sorted out. Exactly. So all that to say, it's like I react to men a specific way because of how I was raised. And I think it's PTSD. I really do. I think I have PTSD. I know none of you people on YouTube believe in PTSD. You guys all think it can only happen if you were in the military. That is so fucking not true. But whatever. I'm not going to argue with anyone about it. But I really do think I have PTSD. And so when I feel disrespected by Hamilton, I think my PTSD takes over and I react in an uncontrollable manner like I did when I was a kid. Or I'm reacting how I wish I could have when I was a kid. So, I don't know, but I'm really happy to be working on myself, and Hammy has to absolutely do it too, because I'm not going to stick around if I'm the only one that's like figuring out what's going on. Also, there's this form of treatment I'm going to do. It's called EDMR, I think. Have you guys heard of EDMR? But like, I just want, are you, Robin, you're making me want to cry. I'm sorry you have PTSD. That makes me cry. I wish you didn't have that. But maybe he just really big in forgiveness. Maybe he feels he can forgive himself. You all should just be able to forgive him also. Not necessarily going to be correct. Yeah, you're right. My dad beat me. My first husband beat me. So I know. Yeah, so sorry, I'm crying. I had to go get tissue. Post-traumatic stress disorder. After trauma, stress which rises to the level of disorder caused by a myriad of trauma. Yeah. I've heard people say that the only people who can have PTSD had to have been in the military. I'm like, whatever. I have a beautiful husband now, but I'm still exactly. You know what, Robin? I kind of feel like so. Sorry, I'm like literally crying because honestly, I'm also crying because like the way that people can just pretend to be your friend, this keeps happening to me. And I'm going to grow tougher with every time it happens. And I'm going to grow wiser with who I trust. But I'm crying because Robin has PTSD that fucking upsets me because of her past. I'm crying because I feel like people are just betrayers. You have bad PTSD? Absolutely. I thought you'd have it, Joanne. Oh, far out. I've been diagnosed with PTSD also. I can't go with my dad to his church. They have PTSD, shouldn't be medicated. And I'm sorry, but that's actually fucking hilarious. That's part of why I can't stand some religions. Like, you're not allowed to go to our church if you're medicated for your fucking PTSD that we probably put you through during children's school. Sorry, at church, like how they say that, like at churches is where kids can sometimes get, yeah, not gonna go into that. Jose thinks only milk. Exactly, you're right. You're right. So when I took all of those, like, those things, I definitely fit more with the PTSD. You have LSD? Do you have some right now? So yeah, PTSD, maybe that's why all of us get along so well, because we're like super caring of each other, because we suffer from PTSD too. So, but anyways, so, and I'm pretty sure obviously Hamilton does too, not going to get into his personal details because that's his own story, but I'm sure he has it. So when two people that have PTSD are dating long distance, it can be a bit hard, Amber has it, nightmares and flashbacks, etc. There are people here in this community that triggers. I'm really sorry about that. I pray for all of you. I pray for Robin. I pray for Joanne. I pray for Amber. I pray for Stoic. All of you that have PTSD, I'm very sorry. We're a PTSD group. We should get PTSD like wristbands. Thank you, Natalie, Robin, for being so honest. Yeah, absolutely. And thank you, Stoic. I don't cry for Robin because she's made herself one of the best people I've ever known. She helps people me in so many ways. I can never thank her enough. Absolutely, Joanne. She really is the best. She really is. I cry for all of you, and I pray for all of you with PTSD, because it is like, I didn't even know I had it. I don't even know if I have it. I'm assuming I do. Hey, Charles, I'll pray for you. The reason I think is because, like, during our therapy, we had to fill out, or I had to fill out like this. Oh shit. I wash dried my sports bra. Fuck. I put my sports bra in the dryer. Did I ruin it? I guess I could try it on. So, what was I saying? She does it without giving one bit of advice on how to live my life. That's what I love. I love when people don't give advice and are just there for you. Like, I think people that have PTSD know not to give other people constant advice, because I think all of us who have PTSD probably had to get so much advice from people that was unsolicited, just shoved down our throats day after day after day because of our symptoms. All right, I was just grabbing some more clothes from the dryer. I'm back. Let's see. Not getting laid is traumatic. Yeah, we know, Charles. You need to get laid every day, like how I need to eat a cupcake every day. We know. Amber and I have a routine where she has nightmares. We talk it out, dealing with what she can remember from the nightmare. I'd like to see a reality show of Amber and Good Job Buddy, because I want to see their relationship. I know that's kind of creepy, but coming from somebody like me who has a relationship that's public, I'd like to see what your daily life is like. Like, do you guys fight? Do you guys like argue? Does she feel like you constantly give her advice about things? Does she feel annoyed by your constant advice giving? Because I think I need to do better. Like, why am I so annoyed at advice giving? Shouldn't I do better? Like, if my partner wants to give me advice. And like, also, do you guys realize how many couples online are fucking fake? Like, all of this shit that happens online is because Hammy and I are not like, we're just real. Like, there's so many people who go through what we go through behind the scenes, like arguing a lot, and they pretend on the outside like they have this romantically amazing or communicate amazingly. Yeah, we really don't fight or argue. We are mostly silly. She has been chasing me around with the Call Guard box lately. Well, that's awesome. Maybe you guys are more lighthearted than us. I'd like to be more lighthearted. I don't know how to be. I'm like such a tough fucking cunt. Hey, Budsville, thanks for being here. We have moods, but we recognize them and give each other space if we need it. That's something Tracy told me, and it did really help a couple of times, but clearly not enough. I don't know. I don't want to say this, but I do feel like. What emoji did they take? Hey, Tammy, how are you? I don't know if I said hi to you already, Tammy. Can't remember. Tam's right on. Your accent doesn't bother me at all. Getting older makes it easier to not take yourself too seriously. Does it also make it easier, like, that you have, like, more shit to focus on because you have a kid? My hand disappeared. It said wave, just add. Yeah, so during the stream, what we've been able to do is we've been able to see Tammy and Joanne communicate nicely to each other. We've been able to discuss how I feel backstabbed and betrayed by Gorilla Grower, which is fine. He had no loyalty to me anyway, so I'll just take my little purse I had at his channel and I'll just move the fuck on. And we talked about how Hammy and I are trying to work through our issues. And I went into detail about my side of events. So if anybody wants to hear that, you can scroll back. Sorry, I was trying to find hangers. Okay, I do have some. You're self-deprecating. We can be both self-deprecating sometimes, him more than me. Okay, I will do that, Joanne. I found my hangers. I literally have not had a meal since Friday, and I haven't really left my bed much. I got my weed order and my oh my god. Yeah, I really do need to take Joanne's advice. Oh man. I need to settle my stomach. Also, Don't you guys think it's so funny the way people hate on Ozempic? Yeah, we know you hate on it because you can't get it. All right. Ooh, my AC just kicked on. It's hot here already. Okay, fold these. That is good quality, GJB. Yeah, it is. I do appreciate talking it out and remaining calm. Yep, they do. That's the thing. So, like, Budsville, that D person, she goes from, I'm not even kidding, she goes from chat to chat to chat to chat looking for sympathy because Hammy and I just don't want her around us. So, like, she went into Gigi's chat and she was like, "No, Hamilton, don't like me. Please love me." And he just ate that shit right up. And then she goes into like Pilgore and Dopey's chat and she's like, "Just love me because I just want all of Hamilton and Natalia's friends to be my friend." And I even have seen her in your chat. I've seen her in so many chats. I'm like, what is this person doing? Like, this is the most stalkery shit I've ever seen. And people are just feeding into it. I'm like, okay. Hey, Sam. Yeah, I noticed that you do that, Budsville, and that's smart. You know, D is an extension of Nikki. Anything Nikki has done, just consider it that D's done it. I'm telling you guys, trust me when I tell you this. You will thank me in a few years when this bitch is her info, like what she's been doing behind the scenes comes to light. Just trust. It's going to take some time, but trust. Whatever is in the dark will come to the light. Whatever is done in the dark will come to the light. And that person has an agenda. And if any of you fall for her agenda, you're dumb. But I can't help everybody, right? I can only help myself. Less energy. Do any of you take meds? EDMR? Exactly. Sorry, guys, I stepped away. I went to go put my underwear in my underwear drawer. I'm back. So, have you guys heard of EDMR? Acid reflux, blood pressure, cholesterol. I've got this box they want me to poop in. You really are getting old. Good job, buddy. What the fuck? You need to get one of those pill cases, you old man. Okay. Okay, I did my laundry. Thanks, guys. Bed that I've been in for days. I've literally been in my bed for like 2 days. Don't worry, I freshly washed the sheets, okay? But I've been in it because I can't handle the fucking stress. I can't handle it. That's funny. Listen, did you ladies know that you can avoid a pap smear by getting one of those things, test tubes with like the cotton swab, and then you put the cotton swab up your, and then you put it back in the little thingy, and then you send it off to the lab, and that will prevent you from having to get a pap smear. I am very scared of pap smears. Like, my experiences aren't good because it's so little. TMI, I know. It's okay, Natalie. Self-care sometimes means curling up in your bed. Yep. That's what you got to do sometimes. So, let's recap. So, to recap everything that's happened today on Natalia the Homegrown's stream. Oh, I love you, Robin. Here's what I'm going to say. So, to back it up, I went over how Hammy and I got into it and how everything went wrong when I approached him, and I shouldn't have even said anything. I shouldn't care if somebody is using eye drops that are going to make their eyes worse. I should just let them do it. But it just hurts me because, like, I've noticed this for a long time and I just wanted him to get better. So, to recap, I shouldn't have said to him, my words were, you always want to like shove your advice down my throat about things, or you always want to give your opinion about things, something like that. And like, this one thing I've been asking you to do for a very long time, like, you won't do. And I shouldn't have said that. And he shouldn't have reacted the way he reacted. Sorry. Once you poop in the box, you have to summons UPS and they know what's in that box. It's very much like the movie Seven with Brad Pitt, but instead it's just my shit. Where you been? Let's see what's goings on. I'm like starting to feel worse. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm not getting sick. Like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna take those gummies and I'm not getting sick. Right? Okay, well, I normally sleep between 11 New Zealand, so maybe check the world clock in the future, Sammy. Aw. You know how to find out what time it is at certain places? You can literally just Google, what time is it in Hawaii? Like that. It'll tell you. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a burn in my chest. This isn't what I needed. Sorry. I'm sad. Do you think I'm pretty? I'm just kidding. Fucking actually sucks, asshole. I love that movie, Eddie. Exactly. I don't know what he's talking about. I sure as fuck am not poisoned. I think I'm getting sick. Like, sick with a... Thanks, Tammy. That was like a silly question. I just wanted to say, because I saw somebody say, I think Natalia is pretty. So, like, do you guys think I'm pretty? You think I'm getting valley fever? Fuck. Aw, you had a baby? Because dementia ain't no joke, Robin. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there. Okay. I just got to feel better, you guys, because it really sucks that I was starting like all this stuff tomorrow and now I'm sick. God, I did not want this. And you know what? I feel really, really, really warm on my boobs right now. I'm like feeling my boobs and they feel warm. I'm feeling them because they're close to where my chest is, you know? So I'm like putting my hands on my boobs. It's like nice and comfy. It's like a pillow. Yeah, and they're warm. I'm gonna need to take a shower. Thank you, Robin. You guys, please just hold me. Hold me, hold me. I'm sick. Hold me. I need to be held. Where's Hammy? You guys are like hearing the downfall of me. I started off this stream not really knowing if I was sick. I progressively started to get worse and worse and worse. Yeah, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to take a shower soon. A hot one. Okay, I'll take a hot one. I'm going to make some gummies, take a shower, and cry in my bed. Joanne, don't cry. I'm going to cry for you. Feel free to let me know what you're going to be crying about so I can cry too. I'm starting to feel it in my head. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I want to show you guys this video I recently posted because it didn't get very many views. Makes me sad. Because I was dancing in it. Let's see. But are you going to eat your meatloaf? Wait, what's going on, Stoic? I've told you there's a phone that doesn't have service. I don't know what's going on. If something's going on that I need to know about, Stoic, let me know. Okay, so this is my most latest short. The whole reason I did this video is because of this part. I'll show you. This part. I love this pause in the music. I'm like dancing right now. Pause. Yeah, that's my favorite part. So anyways, let's see what's going on here. Oh, yes, Joanne. I'm so sorry. I do know why. Praying for you, Joanne, for you and your fam. I'm powering it up right now to charge, okay? Il Melage Skin. Let me look this up. Il Melage Skin. Oh, Il Maquillage. Il Maquillage. Okay, got it. Yes. Isn't it like a really good, like expensive brand? Let's see. Yeah, like a thing of foundation is $45. Are you looking to spend that? It is a good brand. I've heard really good things. So here's what I was debating on. First of all, I'd also like to point out how cutie this person is. You know what, Tammy? I see all of these like celebrities buying $500 skincare for like a little thing. I'm like, fuck. So I think that if that's $69, just fucking get it, because that's better than $500. But you should watch reviews on it. Yep. Okay, look how cute he looks here. I'm sorry, but this video gets me kind of wet.
It's gonna be a pilot. Yeah, that's scary.
What are you doing? Stop filming me. Stop filming me. Stop.
He's gonna be a pilot. Yeah.
Like, he's just kind of sexy.
What are you doing?
Kind of like, I don't know, just hot.
Stop filming me. Stop filming me. Stop.
He's gonna be a pilot. Yeah, that's scary.
Like,
what are you
damn,
doing?
Daddy. Zamzaddy. Stop filming me. I'm probably not going to go. I'm going to stay and talk to y'all for a bit. If you were my best friend. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-na-na-na, best friend. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. If you were my best friend. Here, let's sing this song together, okay? Because I just want to do karaoke right now. Because Tracy was doing karaoke earlier, and now it's my turn, okay? If I was your best friend, I'd want you around all the time. I want you around me all the time. I want you around me all the time. Can I be your best friend? If you promise you'll be mine, girl, promise you'll be mine. Girl, promise you'll be mine. He say he's just a friend. Now, girl, let's not pretend. Either he is or he ain't your man. He say he just a friend. If I was your best friend, I want you around all the time. Can I be your best friend? If you promise you'll be mine. Okay, sorry. Say he's just a friend. Either he is or he ain't your man. No one likes a pap smear. Fuck that. I've never actually done the self-test, but that is an option. Let me look it up. Self-test pap smear. A self-collected pap test, also known as self-collected HPV testing, is a new option for cervical cancer screening where individuals take their own sample using a brush or swab in a private setting. This method is an alternative to traditional pap smears, which require a pelvic exam. The self-collected HPV test is used to detect HPV, the virus that causes the most cases of cervical cancer. You guys all really liked me singing. I'll do it again, okay? If I was your best friend, I'd want you around me all the time. I'd want you around me all the time. I'd want you around me all the time. Can I be your best friend? If you promise you'll be mine, girl, promise you'll be mine. Girl, promise you'll be mine. He say he's just a friend. Now, girl, let's not pretend. Either he is or he ain't your man. He say he's just a friend. If I was your best friend, I'd want you around me all the time. Yes, it's for HPV. Let me see. Does it test for anything else? Question mark? So it says that it does not replace a pap smear because it doesn't test for everything a pap smear tests for. It just tests for HPV. So let's see. Are there other tests though for other things? Like what other things are they testing for? Let's see. What do they test for during a pap smear? Infections and inflammation in the cervix is the other things that it tests for. Can't you take a blood test for those other things? That's true. So, you know how I took Mucinex? Is that if I'm not sick and I took it, will it help me like cough things up if I feel like something's in my throat? What is the cancer screening, a C25 or something like that? Let me see. What cancer screenings do they test for during a pap smear? So apparently it tests for yeah, I agree. Just getting it all at once. I'm sure some people do pap smears better than others, you know? So if you find someone and it's uncomfortable, go to someone else and then you might find someone that's more comfortable. But they scare me. Aw, Robin. They took your lady bits. Did they pay you? I'm just kidding. So, gross. HPV is spread from vaginal to facial and the other way around. Kiss someone with a cold sore and look forward to some herpes. Munch on someone with active herpes and expect a cold sore. That is disgusting. Good. I'm glad you didn't need them anymore and they were troublesome. Then get rid of them, right? So, you know what else is really funny? how I've been like planning for this new thing I'm doing tomorrow for like a whole month, and then I get sick today. Force. Sucks. And it's funny because I was just telling someone how I never get sick. Like, don't say that because you're gonna get sick. So, if you puke, turn your cam on, or it didn't happen. Oh God, you would not want to see that. Wait, so you had a hysterectomy 5 years ago, time for a pap? You have to get a pap smear still? Yeah, me too. Because if you get one, I think you keep getting them. See if my Target order has any update. Oh, okay. Oh, guess what? My gummies are ready. I'm not going to go right now, though. Yeah, that's true. Like, for example, when you get rid of your thyroid, they still, like, check your thyroid for some reason. It's weird. If I were to drop a link, would anyone want to come up? You don't have to. If not, I don't mind, but I'm just wondering. Want to gauge it? Sometimes I feel like I hear someone coming up my stairs, but it's actually my neighbor's stairs that are they're going up. Okay, I'll let you up. Hmm? Yeah, so with the thyroid, there's like so many different fucking things it can be. It's actually quite crazy. You can have hyper, hypo, all that. Hey, Joanne.
Hello.
Hello.
One thing that I gotta
Uh-huh.
say, something that's hold on, that's drama related, is I keep
Yeah.
hearing about how we're trying to take over Dee's channel because we did it to Jesco, we did it to AJ, we tried to do it with Depends Natalie. And let me just say, okay, if we try to do it with AJ and failed, where's AJ's channel now?
Right.
And Jesco did stand up to them and he did fall out for a very long time, remember?
Yes.
But he just ended up coming back and man, if you can't beat him, you join him, right? So that's why
Yes.
his channel has survived. Now
Right.
it depends, Natalie. The reason why well, actually, where has she been streaming at lately? She's not. But as far as her channel goes, nobody tried to tell her who to talk to and who not to. She made a deal with Ann that she would keep Ann safe and not let them troll her over politics and throw out the flag, as and to weaponize it, not just
Right.
regular, but Chandelier knew what she was doing when she would throw the flag out in Anne's presence, right? And
Right.
all she said was, Natalie, really, you promised. And Natalie, having never had a friend other than Tally and Angie, and she fucked those two people over, when all the 3-3 people, oh, Natalie, I'm so glad you're going, blah, blah, blah. Having never had a friend, she said, oh, wow, I have all these friends. There's more
Right.
pockets than Anne's got. So, of course, Depends Natalie is going to fucking go with them. So, that being all of that means nobody's ever tried to take over anybody's channel. We've tried to warn them what's going to happen. And just like what's happening now, Dee's channel is a shit show. Jesse's channel is a shit show. AJ doesn't exist. Natalie's mean as fuck, but her channel doesn't exist. So there you
Yeah.
go. Who's right?
Well, with the
I hate to
the
say I told you so, but I told you so. And I'm sorry. I interrupted you just like Nikki does D. She doesn't let her talk
no,
on her own panel. I think it's hilarious.
it's okay. I mean, you were talking, and I actually started to
No, I
interrupt
did
you.
interrupt you on purpose, though, because I wanted to make that point that I watched it for like 15 minutes. That fucking D couldn't say a word. Every single thing that D said when she brought it up. Oh, I had a tree. Oh, I had a tree one time. And she would not let D talk because she could not shut her fucking mouth for a minute, man. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well,
I just wanted to clear up that whole we try to take over people's channels because it hasn't happened yet. And the people that we've warned don't have a channel anymore. So the end.
no, you're right. And the I kind of like saw the whole thing with that person that starts with the J, Jesco or whatever. I saw
Oh,
the whole thing
Justine as
after.
well. Justine as well. Let's add her to the list. We tried
Oh
to take
yeah.
over her channel too. And where's her channel? It's in the fucking dumpster, just like she belongs. But you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
so who? Since we haven't been allowed. You know, they've won. They've not allowed us to take over anybody's channel. Where's the fucking channels to take over?
yeah.
That's all I
And
had to say. For real now.
yeah, no, it's okay. But like the Jesco thing, like I saw what happened with him was he was trying to be cool with everyone, have a cool channel, and then it ended up being like, 33 versus the other people. And he ended up like taking the other people's side because he was also getting equally trolled by the 33. And Stella was also trolling him. And I think what they do is they do this like this mental manipulation tactic where they hate on you so bad so that when you need them, you like turn to them and they can then be nice to you. Like it's a very weird thing. So for what I noticed is he was, cool with Tally, cool with you, cool with Anne, all of that. But then something happened where I think like Tally one night was like kind of drunk and he said something towards Jesco and like started drama with him. And I think Jesco like saw his life flash before his eyes when that happened because he thought like, oh my God, like my friends that had my back are like turning on me. And I feel like that was like the perfect opportunity for what the 33 always does, which they do this. They like try to be your biggest enemy, your biggest hater, so that when your friends like maybe fall out with you one night, they could turn that into like a lifetime fallout. Like they're no longer going to be cool because the 33 is going to sweep in and do that manipulation tactic where, oh, now we love you because you hate Tally. You know what I mean? So I saw Jesco get played. And it's like, okay, Jesco, stay over there. You got played. So that's on you.
They're very much divide and conquer channels. And that's exactly what happens. Just like with Depends Natalie getting mad at Tally, that's the only reason why she's over there. Because she's clearly forgetting the horrendous way that they treated her, or doesn't care.
Right.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck about her. She is dirty as they are and deserves to be there. I never thought that she could be as nasty as she is.
No, I know.
I
She's
really
the
never did.
worst.
Yeah, I really never did. I never in a million years would have thought she could be as hateful as them.
And I'd like to address a couple of other things. So first, I like to address Sunday Driver. Sunday Driver, you also fell into their disgusting manipulation tactic. And honestly, the people that fall for that are weak-minded and need like a group of people. Like they can't fight alone. They have to always have a group. And so when they see like Tally was like not cool with them one night, which if he just would have let it go, they probably would have made up. But like instead, Jesco like ran into the arms of the 33. And it's like, okay, stay over there then. But the other thing I want to address is good job, buddy, the comment I posted. So I kind of have a long rant about this. I don't really appreciate how Hamilton like went online and said, Natalie's scared, Jesse's gonna dox her. Like that's not true at all. Here's my my like thought process on this. If Jessie was willing to dox her own best friend just because he came around like us and it upset her, then imagine what she's willing to do regarding me. Like she must be going through something mentally, because I personally think what she's trying to do is she's trying to like make me say, oh, Jessie definitely did it so that she can then dox me. Like I feel like she's trying to set me up. And so I'm like, I feel really bad for Azel, but like if she did it, she's trying to set me up right now. That's just my opinion. So fuck her.
Like you're saying, she's saying that, well, she's accusing me of it, so I might as well do it.
Exactly. I think that's what she's trying to get me to do.
I can see that. She's pretty manipulative.
Yes. And so I'm like, you know what? That's between them, but that's clearly not a good friend because she hasn't spoken up about it being done, you know?
Hey. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. She's another one that didn't have friends. And so she's going to take her friends where she can get them.
And it's just sad because, like, I've been, like, worried about Azel, like, getting doxxed because he was hanging out with me. And I almost feel, like, bad about it. Like, it's my fault because I wanted to hang out with him and that's her friend. And I should have just, like, even though I want to hang out with him and support him, I should have just left him alone.
Well, I mean, he's grown and he can pick his own friends just like we all can.
Yeah.
I feel like he feels that way, or he would
No.
definitely say so, because he's
Right.
You know, Azel's vocal. He's got a good voice. He's very articulate, and I feel like if he thought that in any way, he would definitely have said so.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I really do. I think, yeah, I do. I just, it doesn't have had to have been her, but I know Azel to be a very private person. And like he and I would email off of YouTube, and then he would kill the email that he emailed me with,
Oh, yeah.
start another one and say, hey, this is Azel, yada, yada, yada. So he never gives anybody the opportunity to dox him. So somebody who he trusts and knows him has had to have given out some bit of his information. Because you can't just say I'm a librarian and boom, all your shit's out there.
Exactly. I think someone had a hand in it.
Definitely.
And honestly, the things that he like his resume and everything, he's an impressive individual. So like what the fuck are they even showing us that for?
Well, that, and how weird is it that he just so happened to have been on or let me on his panel after he was on my panel, and then he lets me on his panel, and ta-da, somebody doxed him. Wonder why.
Yeah.
That's weird. It's obvious to me. If I could be wrong because I have no proof of it, but he really needs to go back and really think about who he's given his personal information to. I ain't one of them. I never even knew his real name. So
Yep.
it ain't me. Before they even start, it ain't me.
Yep.
And I really think he needs to do some soul searching on that. And I apologize to Azel if I'm offending him by even saying that it was probably her. But I do believe it was probably her.
Yeah,
And
I
then
don't
it
know.
just adds up. Go ahead. I'm, I'm totally
no,
not,
it's
not doing
okay.
that on purpose.
It, I always wonder, like, if it was, and if it was, she's trying to get me to be like, it was her, so that I could then get dogs. I just know it.
Do you know his personal information?
No, not at all.
Did you know
I've
his
never
first name?
communicated with him offline.
Did you ever know his first name?
Never.
Yeah, me
I was
neither.
shocked to find out what his first name was.
Yeah, I've always been curious, but curiosity isn't doxing.
Right. Hello, Clay. Clay, you're funny. You come up here with some Asian names all the time. Oh, man.
I can't find my gore gum. I got 2 bags of it somewhere, and I can't find my gore gum to make my gummies.
Oh, no.
I've got pectin, but I never used that before, and I'm not gonna start now since I don't know how to do. Fuck, where would it be? I really need it.
That's
I really do. Like,
Oh, man.
not gummy ain't making if I can't find it. Fuck. And then I'll have to order some from Amazon. But I know I've got 2 bags of it somewhere.
Yeah, if you've got 2 bags, then fuck that. Don't order more.
It's gotta be somewhere. Fudge.
It's funny because that's some semantic gymnastics. The thing is, though, Sunday Driver, is that you be falling for semantics all the time. And look, you're like
Well,
trying to like
ruined him though.
Yeah.
I mean that's 100% Peeps is doing. Anything he has against me or Tally or anybody else is all Peeps because he was fine before that. But then
Why
he hooked up with Peeps, who Nikki never mentions that it was Peeps is the one that got her shit taken because Peeps is the one that knew all the shit to begin with. And she's saying it was all fakers and Tally or me or whoever, and nobody knew her shit but Peeps.
Yeah.
So she's
So
barking up the wrong tree for real.
why do you think Sunday Driver and Peeps didn't work out?
I don't know.
I have some guesses. I think that he's probably more of the female.
Huh?
He's more of the female in the relationship.
I don't know. I don't know. Peeps is not a catch. I can say that. People who are into the whole 70s look, she looks like a fucking 70s video chick. Well, she doesn't. She's fat and gray-headed, and I've got pictures, and she doesn't show herself above below the neck because she's fat. She's round as fuck and she's dirty, y'all. It's a plus if you're her friend, because I'm not saying that. I mean, I didn't benefit from it, but at least I wasn't her target when we were friends. So it's definitely
Right.
a benefit to be her friend. But if you're not, she's gonna tell all your shit, just like she did Fakers, and they were friends.
Yeah. I can't believe that Sunday Driver and Peeps didn't get married.
Nah, I don't think he has enough money for her because that's what she's about.
Oh shit.
Yeah, for real. I mean, she really is. She's about money, and I'm sorry, John, that you think that that you exclusively know Peeps, but we were friends for about 6 years, so not great friends. In hindsight, I thought we were good friends, but in hindsight, I know better now.
Right.
And you're not exclusive to knowing her, John. But I do think you're ruined now. I don't even try to be friends with you now because I know it's not going to happen.
Right.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
using my
God.
last Kool-Aid jammer, my last cherry one. I must make a lot of cherry gummies.
I don't think she's jealous, John. Like, the fuck?
Me?
Yeah.
Of who? Dude,
It's
how am I jealous of somebody who lives in a fucking trailer and lets her mother pay her bills? And lets
right.
her mother get the shit knocked out of her, but won't fucking help her with her brother. It's not a secret that Peeps has talked about her brother with the traumatic brain injury. He's very violent and he beats the fuck out of her mother
Oh,
daily.
wow. That's
Peeps could
scary.
very easily take that problem off of her mother's hands, but she doesn't. She gets a fucking salary from her mother. Her mother buys all of her food, everything. So
Dear
Peeps
God.
could do a whole fucking lot more. Am I jealous of that? Are you kidding me?
How the
Again,
fuck
John,
do
you
you
think
get
you're
that
the only
set up?
one that you're exclusive to knowing shit about Peeps, but you're not.
That's a really fucking crazy setup to have somebody paying all your bills.
Right? Her
That's a,
fucking ex-husband threatens to kill her all the time because she's a bitch. Fucking sets her house on fire with her in it. How mad do you have to be at somebody to do that kind of shit? And what did she pull on that dude to make him that mad? Oh, I
right.
know. She wants his money and all that land and everything that they bought together. That's why he's mad. Because
Yeah.
she doesn't want to fucking be fair in her divorce and fucking share her shit that they acquired together. So don't fuck with me, John. I will go all the way in on fucking Peeps. All the fucking way in. And it will be your fault. So stop it now.
Hello,
It will be
Leroy.
your fault. I'm telling you to stop it now with the jealousy bullshit.
Seriously, stop.
I'm fat, but I am not gray headed. I don't dye my hair. I don't flirt with anything with a dick, and sometimes doesn't have to have a dick. So don't tell me about being fucking jealous of anybody. Oh, and she got you at her at your prime, didn't she? But I can tell you what she thought of you beforehand. I can send you fucking screenshots of what she thought of you, John. And she would deserve every fucking bit of it for what she's done. Every fucking bit for what she's done to Tally and Fakers.
Mm-hmm.
And if she
Clay.
keeps her fucking mouth shut and you don't start that shit, we'll be good. I won't need to say nothing else about her. But you start saying shit to me like that, and I'm for sure gonna fucking run my mouth like no other. And
Yeah,
I'll
cause
have receipts.
jealous of what, you know?
Exactly. My mom didn't buy my house. My mom didn't pay my bills ever, not even when she was living with me, ever. So you can scratch the whole jealousy thing.
Yeah. I'm giving myself a head massage right now. It feels
Christian,
really
you're
good.
agreeing with John to poke at me because you're a bigot. You don't like gay people. This is 2025. Everyone you come in contact with is probably gay. If you go to the bank, a gay person has touched your money. If you go to an ATM, a gay person used that ATM. If you go to a restaurant, a gay person is cooking your food and bringing it out to you. So you need to get over yourself. You can
Oh,
stay
shut
fucking
up.
private and hidden and not let anybody know who you really are. And I respect that. I respect all y'all anonymous people who just do this for entertainment. But you start that shit with people who show
Hi.
themselves to help entertain you, fuck off, Christian. You're a fucking bigot. Get with the fucking times.
Hi, bird. We've got a bird on panel randomly, Joanne. I don't know
Oh,
who
right
it
on.
is. Is it Clay? Yes, it's Clay.
Yeah,
What up, Clay?
not shit. Just chilling with this bird.
Is that your bird?
Yeah,
Let me see.
Aw, did you recently get it? Let me
Oh,
focus.
no,
how
probably
pretty.
like a year ago.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh. Is it a he or a she?
He.
He
It's
does
is
he
40.
such
talk?
a cutie.
He's like 42 years old.
Oh,
Wow.
So he's
what a
older.
cutie.
Yeah, how cute. I love birds. I had
Who's
a cockatiel, but they're so messy, and I worried about her getting cold all the time because I keep my house so cold. I worried about that all the time for her, so I don't get another bird.
Aw,
Yeah.
They're
what a
fun,
little
Natalie.
cutie.
If you ever think you might want one, they are fun.
When you start running around with Asians, it's amazing, like the kind of animals you can get.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, I was about to get a monkey for my kid.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness, I
please
always wanted
don't.
a monkey too.
I don't want a monkey. I'm terrified of them. I feel like
Are
they're gonna
you?
kill me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I always wanted one of those little bitty ones, tiny ones.
Love
But
the
then I
bird
thought that
because
little I could just get a grasshopper.
the bird is so cute. Like he looks like he's like the like kindest soul.
What's his name?
Cisco?
Oh,
Cisco, right on. Like
hi
Poncho and Cisco?
Cisco. Cisco, hi. Hi.
I
Such
don't,
a cutie.
he talks a lot like during the morning,
Oh yeah.
or if you ignore him.
How funny.
Whose bird was he before he was yours?
Some old ladies. So this old Korean lady died, and
Uh-huh.
she had him like for his whole life. And then this other chick I know got him but didn't want him, so she gave him to me
How could she not want him?
because she like inherited him because she was friends with the Korean lady,
Uh-huh.
and she didn't really want him. I guess she just took him because like nobody else would.
Well, that's good. That's good that he's with you, that if you love him.
Do you know how long he'll be alive?
I don't know. There's a guy on YouTube I see with one that's like 85 years old.
Oh my
It'd be a
god.
long time, but they could die young too.
Him.
But it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I like when they're calm like that, you know?
Yeah,
Do you remember, I don't know if you ever knew Bugsy? He had birds and his birds were so fucking loud and active.
yeah,
Yeah. I wasn't into them because they talk too much.
yeah. This one's pretty calm.
Yeah.
If he was loud and
Christian
active, I would
called
have
me a
got rid of his
Democrat.
ass.
What?
Christian called me a Democrat, a drain on American Democrat. I don't even vote, Christian.
I
I'm not a
know. What the fuck?
Democrat or Republican, but you are a bigot. Talk about how you don't like gay people, Christian. Let's talk about that.
Christian's been mean to me too. Like, what is his problem?
Because we let Bounce in our chats and she's gay and he doesn't like it.
He really has a problem with Bounce for real, for real?
He absolutely has a problem with gay people.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Because I was defending him to Bounce, saying, it's still just the politics, that's why he's getting so ugly, because you were so vocal about your political position. And she said nope, and then she showed me. And I was like,
Mm,
well, I guess I can't really say that's politics. He really
yeah.
truly does not like gay people.
What
Because
do
he's a
you remember what they said?
Republican. Huh?
Do you remember what he said about gay people? I'm not
Lots of
debating
stuff.
you. I just want to know. Okay.
Lots of stuff. I have the screenshots. I can send them to you. I mean, particularly with Bounce, he says, "How you doing, fella? How you doing, Mister Bounce?"
Oh, wow.
Bounce is mad at me because I don't like her haircut. Shit like that. But he truly
Hey,
is a bigot. And whenever that conversation was going on, when Hamilton and Bounce were having their political argument that was fucking napalm,
right.
Christian was one of the people saying the worst thing about gays, like how they're doing this and being taught in school, all that ignorant bullshit.
Wow. Well, really quick, I just want to say you and your wife look really cute in that picture, Clay.
Thanks.
You're
You know
welcome.
why? You know why Christian's that way though? Did you ever see his old like About Me video?
No.
So I guess when he was younger, he was like molested like pretty badly for a while.
son?
Like no Christian,
Oh, okay.
Oh
I'm sorry.
wow.
he was molested. He said something like, yeah, he used to have like an about me video on his channel, like everybody did,
Yeah.
and it was something like every day for a whole summer or something. So I could see why he's that way.
John X,
Wow,
on the
that's
other hand,
sad.
doesn't lie about it, and she is what she is. She doesn't deny it. She's very fucking forward about it and doesn't try to hide it just so that he can fit in.
Yeah.
Like Christian. Christian wants to be allowed in all the chats, and he's fucking hysterically funny when he doesn't show his personality, but he showed way too much. I wish that Tally had that just for the chat, because that's what I was reading. I wasn't listening to Bounce and Hamilton, to be honest. I was reading the chat, and I could not believe some of the shit that I saw from people that we've been chatting with for years, and I had no idea that they thought the way they did.
Yeah. That's
Because I like
crazy.
you, Christian. I fucking defended you. I have, honestly, since that day, I have defended you to Bounce over and over and over. Again, not being a good friend to her, because you're one of the anonymous entertainment people, and I thoroughly enjoy you guys. And here I am stepping on her foot to defend you, and come to find out you really are a bigot.
And
But
it's
you can't
funny
really blame
because
him though, because I'd be that way too if I was sexually assaulted, as a kid or whatever.
that's terrible. I
I
pray
know.
for all
Sorry
kids
for your
that were
bad
ever
luck, Christian.
assaulted in any way. I feel very bad for them. I wish I could save them. That's terrible. I'm sorry if that really did happen to anybody, especially Christian.
Yeah, it was gross, because I never had a clue that anybody, a lot of those people, again, and I chalked it up to, the whole political hysteria with the different sides and stuff. And
hmm
it's just continued since. Did you drink some baking soda water?
He,
No, I'll do that though. Let me get some.
he's called me the gay bird guy now when I'm like always getting laid and have kids and stuff. But I think he's mad because when he deleted his about me video, he probably thought nobody saw it.
This is why I'm scarred for life. Hey, Tally.
Hold
But
on one second. I'll be right
it's not
back.
your fault, bro, and you can't hate on gays just because that happened. That was like one person.
True.
Yeah, you can't hold resentment towards them all.
Right, and that person probably wasn't even gay. The opportunity was just there.
Yeah.
You guys, I went and got this like face thing, like to roll on my face, and it feels so good. I imagine it would feel even better if it was cold. Like kind of getting sick. I don't know if heard that, Clay, but the beginning of the stream I started to feel sick, and I've just gone down and down, and I'm about to drink some baking soda water, which sounds fucking gross. How much of it do I have to drink?
I don't know. I don't think you drink it. I think you just gargle it.
Oh, I think Joanne said I have to drink it.
Yeah, you mix like a tablespoon of baking soda in a cup of water and stir it up real good, and then sip on it till you get it down, and it will absorb the acid that's making you sick.
Okay, I'm gonna drink
It'll
some.
it'll neutralize it, not absorb it.
Okay. And Jen's aura, to be completely honest with you, you never really come around here. So like if you want, you can, but I kind of feel like I'm slightly disrespecting Hammy because he's drawn a line and you've only come in here one other time. So it's like kind of weird to want to come in here all of a sudden, It's kind of just like selective in my opinion, but to
Is
each
she
his
in
own. I
Diesel
don't know if
lot?
anybody agrees with me. I don't know.
Is
No.
she in Diesel lot?
She's never been in D's. I think it's been because she goes into Dave's when Dave is like ranting about us. And she shares him out and stuff. So like I have no problem with her, but I just think it's kind of like weird because you've only been in here one other time. You're always in Dave's though, so it's kind of like it's another like kind of D in my opinion. I don't know, but I have no problems with you. I hope you and Hammy can get along. But I understand why he, you know, feels the way he feels because you share out Dave like a lot and you never share out Hammy, and it felt like you kind of chose sides, but we're trying to pretend like smile in our face like you didn't. So that's just my opinion. Take it or leave it.
Didn't Dave hit her, like, was hitting on her, and there was a big drama because she's married? Didn't he, like, get into her DMs and was trying to
I
get with
think
her?
that was someone else, but
Okay, I got that right.
yeah.
I'm cool with being wrong because I don't
I'll be
really
right
pay
back.
attention to Justain's chats, but that's what I thought was a big controversy, was that Dave had tried to hit on
Yes.
her and she's married. But I could be wrong.
Yes, I agree. So, something else I just want to say, I keep muting because it's extremely windy today, and I keep feeling like somebody is in my house, but it's like a tree or something hitting my window. It's so weird. I like keep having to mute and like go look around my house.
Huh. I hear my wind chimes out there. It's not so windy right now though. Ooh, but what happened? Oh,
Hmm.
on stage. Okay. Hmm. Yep, show your colors there, Christian. Show me how I'm a liar, dude. Show me that.
Right?
That's hysterical how so many people say that I make stuff up or whatever, but then they fucking prove me right.
The
This
guy
is
who
like
won't
the whole
cam up.
takeover channel shit. They fucking prove me right.
He won't not only cam up, he's never been on a panel.
I know.
But I
Yeah.
think that's great. I mean, we gotta have. I mean, not we don't have to have them, but I
Yeah.
think those people are great because they do have the anonymity to be funny and stuff like that. But you're not being funny anymore, Christian. You're just being insulting.
Do you guys
Yeah.
ever see someone named Chandelier or Uncle Larry?
I blocked both of those names, but what about them?
Really? They always comment on my stuff, and I've seen them like years, and they're always like funny and positive and stuff, but I've never ever seen them. So it's kind of weird.
Chandelier chats a lot in Jesco.
Chandelier is like a 33 dick sucker.
Yeah, she
Is
goes
it a
in
man
Jesco's
though,
and
or is it a
Juicy's a
woman, or
lot.
like?
It's a woman. It's like a older lady. I think she's like a homesteader. I don't know. I could be
Oh,
wrong. Yeah. I have no interest in knowing a damn thing about that lady. She talks about me a lot though. But she does like men. Like if you're a
she's
man,
always nice to me. Like, am I?
because you're a man, so she's gonna be in your comment section because she like worships men. It's really weird.
Yeah,
Men can do no wrong to her.
that's kind of the same way Christian is.
Christian, I do think you're funny, but I don't think you're smart, because you need to get with 2025. Even if you don't approve of it, you don't got to be nasty about it. And
Exactly.
hey, I heard that Corn had top surgery yesterday. Is that true?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Wow, that's got to be weird.
Right?
To be
Well,
flat
I've
all the way
seen,
down, but think you're a dude. No, I mean, just thinking anatomically, it's kind of like a mannequin right now.
yeah, and you know who else did that? You know, Mary from Sister Wives, their child, Leon.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
only one she's got.
Yep.
Well, I
And
mean, more power to him. It's a hard life.
I just don't really understand like what the desire is to get them cut off and then make videos showing like you not having them. Like I mean, we can go see that with our dads, with our husbands. Like, why are you making videos like flaunting it? It's weird.
I think that so many people are, oppression is a big word, but oppressed and can't.
Mm-hmm.
And if other trans people see that these people are public and can live life, and be that way, then that gives them a little boost as well. Because at this
Yeah.
point, sometimes we don't even know. I'm just saying. Like, I have a trans friend, and you can definitely tell she's male to female because she's got a strong jawline and muscles like a dude. And
Mhm.
so not and women have muscles too, but she got muscles like a dude. So
Yeah.
but that's not the case every time. Sometimes we can't even tell. So what does it matter?
Right.
I mean, if I saw a hetero chick dressing up funky, I'd make fun of them too. I'm not I'm an equal opportunity making fun of people thing.
Absolutely. Me
If I
too.
were going to make fun, because people make fun of me, so I think it gives me entitlement.
Absolutely. um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm definitely like scared to drink this baking soda water. It looks gross.
Well, it's going to be super salty, but that's
Okay.
about it. It's just going to be real salty. Plug your nose and you won't taste it as bad.
Alrighty. Oh man, my head, it's like nutty. But it feels good to like actually do something today. That must be why I laid in bed all day yesterday. It must not have been like entirely because of our fight. It probably was my body like fucking fighting something.
For sure. You can get ulcers that way, honey.
Yeah. I don't want these names in my chat. Cause Salty Pickle blocks names against me, so I'm gonna block names against him. I blocked 2 of them against you so far. You're welcome.
Thank you. I'll say thank you. I don't know if Tally even notices.
I just,
He's a
I don't want to upset Hammy by having like people that he doesn't want in here. He did tell me though to have a neutral channel and like whoever he kicks out, it's fine if they're here. I just feel though that like I should have loyalty to him for certain situations. So I don't know how I'm going to handle it, but we'll see.
wow. Corn's going to do the bottom too, huh?
Is she?
That's what Robin just said.
Okay, let me
I
go to
mean,
your
more power
channel.
to Corn. More power, more power. If that's because it's a hard life, and that's Tally and I go round and round about it. Christian, by the way, Tally is a little iffy on the gay thing, and he and I can be friends because he's honest about it. But I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, yeah, that's why I think it's not a choice because nobody would choose to. First of all, it's big. It's pretty much mutilating and altering your body, and
Yep,
then having to live that life. People always asking you, are you a dude or a chick? And
yep,
in the long run, what does it matter? Because if you don't want to fuck them, it doesn't matter what's in their pants.
right. So, Jen, I just looked at your tab and you share out Dave quite a bit and you've never shared out James. So, like, and I'm not, who cares, right? But I'm just saying, like, it kind of seems like you drew a line in the sand. You shared him out. I just scrolled in your tab. You shared him out at least 10 times, I just saw. And not once did you share out Hamilton. And so, if you know, like, you want to stay mutual friends with both of them, but like, you're sharing one of them out and not another, it kind of looks weird. And also, um, to go into those chats and just like ask for sympathy because Hamilton kicked you out, and then for him to do that rant because you were looking for sympathy, I think I am going to have to go ahead and ban you. I apologize. Yeah. The reason is because that day that Hamilton did that, you could have reacted a little bit more maturely and maybe not gone to cry to Dave after. Like, to go to cry to Dave after kind of antagonizes everything and makes it worse.
What happened?
With Jen.
Yeah.
So there was that one day when Hamilton went live and said whoever goes over to D's or Dave's can't come over here anymore. And
Right.
Jen's aura went into his chat and he just starts like telling her, look, like you're a fake friend. You're always in his chat when he's talking shit about us. You never say like, bro, like you've been talking about them for years, like calm down. You just like eat it up and like accept it. And I just looked at her community tab. She shares out Dave Gorman quite often, at least once a month. She's never once shared out Hamilton. So, in my opinion, that's kind of like drawing a line in the sand. Like, you go into his chats whenever he's talking about us, you share him out, but you never address like the mental disability he clearly has towards us. And you never come into Hamilton's when Hamilton's talking about Dave. So it's like you pick and choose, and it's kind of weird and it's kind of obvious. And then after Hamilton kicked her out, she went to Dave's and she started like antagonizing things to become even worse. Like, Dave, Hamilton kicked me out. He doesn't want me there. I'm so sad, blah, blah, blah. So then Dave starts going off about us, of course. And then James sees all of this, so he records it and does a stream about it. So I don't think I can have her here, because if I had her here, it would cause problems between me and my boyfriend. And I feel like that relationship is way more important, you know? Hey, Blady. Does this Jen own a lake also? I don't know. She might.
And Robin, I was gonna use you as an example, because earlier when I'm ranting about Peeps, Robin says Peeps has never been anything but kind to her. And that's all it takes. Nobody's asking, go fight for us, say we're great, keep it
Right.
up. It just takes up one thing, saying, you know what, they've always been cool to me. That's it. And then it doesn't look like you're just in a chat listening to shit talking constantly about all of us.
Yeah.
And I don't gotta like that Robin likes Peeps, but I'm not Robin. I'm not her boss. I'm not her friend picker. And
Exactly.
Peeps doesn't fuck everybody over that she's friends with. So I mean, just word of advice, Robin, don't let her know nothing about you.
Right.
But
And
I
hey, that's
appreciate that a lot. Even when it's not what I agree with, I appreciate seeing that.
right. Absolutely. And that's what it takes, right? It takes like a real person to be like this. Hey, this person is kind to me, and so I can't treat them badly because they're nice to me, but I see what they're doing to you, and what they're doing to you isn't okay. And at that point, you need to make a decision like, am I just going to stay out of it? Am I going to stand up for people? Because everybody has the right to have their own relationship with everyone and their own experiences. But you have to take, like, I'm really good friends with Joanne, I'm really good friends with Robin. How people treat them, I need to be wise and understand that they could treat me that way too.
Oh, speaking of Cornelius, so what was it, yesterday or day before? Dee said in somebody's chat that she went in to troll Corn, and because Cornelius had said something about cleaning somebody's house in their panties, and Dee says, well, would you wear your bra? And she laughed because she got blocked for that. So she was fucking with Corn about her sexuality too.
So
What
she
a
is a
nice
troll
person
ass
Dee is.
bitch.
Yeah, what a nice person she is. Fucking closet troll. Then
Right.
she goes and laughs at it with Nikki, like, oh, look at me. I'm as mean as you are too.
Right. And that's what's funny is Dee trolls us, but she smiles in our face when she does it, right? So she's setting us up to go on her channel to be recorded by Nikki, where Nikki is the only person with the exclusive content to be able to review it later, clip it later, rewind it, fast forward it. She's the only one with that. And Dee gives her that. And all of us are just her and Dee's puppets if we go over there. And that's
Yeah.
what's so gross is like Dee talks out of both sides of her neck. One of the sides of her neck, she says, I don't get involved. I'm just here because my daughter died and I just need a place to find comfort. And I promised my daughter I would smile for the rest of my life. Like that same speech she gives. And I'm sorry to anybody that's lost a child, but in my opinion, she's using a speech like that in multiple chats, and it's a manipulation to try to get like at Hamilton and I's like friends. It's very weird. I feel bad for anybody who's lost a child. Please don't take that the wrong way. But I personally think she's like being weird with her manipulation. And that's all I have to say. Sorry, I don't know what I was going to say after that.
Yeah, I can't relate to her, and I can't. I've told her that her thinking to me, she says I said that it. I said I didn't say she's an alien. I said her thinking is alien to me. Like I can't even put my I don't understand her thought process about that. But I can tell you that Dee is doing exactly what I did and still do that I did, because she stays in her house all the time. She's on YouTube all the time. She
Mm-hmm.
she never says, "Oh, I went here or there." She always orders things online. She doesn't leave her house. She's got a dude, but she never talks to him that I've seen. I don't watch her like her entire streams very often. Never. I can say I never watch her entire streams. I do watch her, like I'll click on her. Oh, look, Nikki's doing bong hips, aka fucking talking shit on everybody. So
Yeah.
anyway, I
Bong hits is
do.
code for
Yeah.
talking shit and
Oh, we
pretending we're
just
not
do
doing
bong
anything.
hits and talk about our fucking fairy lights. Well, bullshit, D. But
Right.
um anyway, she's doing the exact same thing. She's isolating. She, when she talks about, oh, I stayed in bed for 2 years, you don't hear Digger saying shit about that to her, which is the same exact thing I still do. I just
Right.
don't have to. I don't have to, since I'm fucked up. I'm all gimpy now and can't work and have my social anxiety and all. I don't, Nikki, who says that her fucking disability is all mental and shit. Look at the kind of stuff she does on the computer. She could work for anybody and never have to
Yeah.
talk to a soul, but she does that and talks to people. So I don't
Right.
have that. I don't have like I don't think I had a traumatic brain injury, but I hit my head and I mean, it knocked some shit loose. So I don't have the concentration. I can't read a fucking book, and I
Yeah. No, a
used to
TBI
read.
is hard to recover from. You
Yeah.
never can really recover sometimes.
But I used to read a book a day. Like, I'm not talking about like a fucking tour guide or anything. I'm talking like fucking books. I used to read all the time and I love to read.
I used
And
to do that too.
yeah, and I can't do that anymore. I don't have the concentration. So, that's why I don't call Amazon and say, "Hey, I have a laptop," or I don't, which I don't anymore, but um, I could go to work for Amazon or I could go to work for whatever outsourced computer thing, but I can't
Yeah.
because I don't have the concentration to do that. I fucking have made gummies for the past, what, 6 years now, and I still have my recipe up. I can't just make them. I still have to look at the recipe.
Yep, that's
So,
your TBI.
yeah. And so if people think that I'm like, I know a lot of people who fake shit on to get disability, but I haven't faked mine. And I'm
Right.
fit. I am, you, what is it called? Like, you can see my physical disabilities, and if you don't hear them, then you're just not paying attention to me.
And Robin, I'm so sorry to hear that. And however long it's been, like to have been in bed for 4 years, like fuck. But I understand, like, I've never lost a child, but I've lost people and I know what it feels like. And it feels so fucking low down and disgusting. But imagining it being your own child, like, I don't even know how you could even have more pain than what I had when it wasn't a child? So it's just crazy to think about.
But Robin, and your situation is different than mine as well, because you do have a family and other children and stuff like that, and I don't. The same as Dee.
Right.
Dee has other kids and grandkids and has to work, and I never had anything to motivate me to do anything other than what I did.
Right.
And the internet just made things easier for me to order things like D does and never actually go shopping because I could shop online and all of that. The only thing I had to get out of the house for is to go buy cigarettes, and I had a drive-through place that I went to, and I could go right before midnight and get them when nobody was out.
Wow.
And I had Trey, and Trey just accepted me. He was my mess. Like, he was my visible mess.
Yeah.
And I loved him dearly, and I know that he loved me, and but he didn't motivate me to do anything other than what I was doing.
I wish that fucking town you lived in had a man like that would motivate the fuck out of you.
Maybe.
uh Man, my head. Ooh.
You know what,
Yeah,
Eddie,
so
you
is
I
your
will tell
water
you what
heater
the
working, by
answer
the
to
way?
that is. She's going to say, "That's her, not me. I can't control what she does."
Right.
That's
By the
going to
way,
be her
last
answer. Sorry, sorry, go ahead.
no, it's okay. Last time you were on my panel, you didn't have hot water. You do have hot water now, though, right? I just want to make sure it
Yes.
still is working.
Yeah, I have hot water.
Good.
I have questionable water in my bathroom sink. Sometimes it dribbles and sometimes it doesn't. But I'll get that. I'll
Damn it.
get somebody to fix that.
Okay. I bet you could fix it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I bet I can. Because that's all it took. I got mad enough because, when you have a dude, well, me, when I have a dude, I expect him to do man things. And the water heater is a man thing. So I told him
Yes.
what was wrong with it. He said, "Oh, I'll fix it." And then he half-ass fixed it, or he didn't half-ass fix it. He stopped in the middle. Then he got busy with something else and left me like that for 4 days. So A, I broke up with him. And B, I stared at it long enough that I figured out, well, fuck, this is what's got to be wrong with it. And I fucking fixed it in 10 minutes.
That's amazing. Very proud
Yeah.
of you.
It just needed a valve. So all I had to do was shut the water off to it, drain it out, and unscrew the valve and put a new one in. Voila. Fix.
There you go.
I mean, that being said, he put different, because he put a different water heater there. And so he
Yeah.
put different, tubing or piping or whatever, and took some of the PVC out and put a different kind there. But his friend broke the elbow, so that had to be replaced too. But it all just screws in and out. And so it was fixed.
Well, good
So I
job.
broke up
And
with them. And because if he doesn't care that I go that long without fucking hot water, then he can go fuck himself and not me.
right, exactly. And have you heard from him?
No. No, I
Wow.
told you he's not the he's like me. I'm not gonna go where I'm not wanted. And I all I did was in caps text him, "We are done." And so
Good
he
for
knows
you.
we are done. If he
Good
doesn't
for you.
grovel and for real be like legit sorry that he left me like that, because
Right.
I actually have seen him since then, because I saw a guy that was um parked on the side of the road when I was leaving one of my friend's house because I had to go take him something. And so I stopped to see if he like needed a jump or anything. He said, "Oh no, I'm waiting for my mechanic." Well, guess who the mechanic was? Which I've never seen said that my dude is a mechanic. So that's what he does, but that's not what he does. I told
Right.
you he's a
He
fuck.
can, but he
Yeah,
doesn't do
he's a
that. Yeah.
non-cop, opposite of a cop, whatever. But he
Yeah.
does that because everybody in this town does 5 different things. They're hustlers here.
Right.
And that's one of the things. And you know, good luck. I don't know. Who cares
So
who
wait, you
cares?
saw him? Did he talk to you?
Nope, because I pulled off as soon as he stopped.
Wow. That's crazy. Did he see you?
Oh yeah, because I was in my truck.
Yeah.
The truck that he
Um,
had all fucking day that he said, "Oh, I'll only have it 30 minutes." Which I don't even care about that. But do I fucking fuss about nothing? I'm a total Stepford wife. Yes, dear. No, dear. What can I cook for you? Are you hungry? Scratching his back, all that stuff. And so so I don't fuss about stuff that I can't change. You know,
Yeah.
like I can't have, what am I going to do? Just berate him over and over about you said 30 minutes and it was all day. Well, I didn't need to go
Right.
anywhere. If I had needed to go somewhere, he would have brought my truck back. But,
Yeah,
it is
absolutely.
what it is. I'm okay.
Good. I'm
I'm
glad
not
you're
even a
okay.
little bit heartbroken.
Good. Because no need to be. And by the way, something I want to address is Bud said he only remembers the good. And I'm wondering, Buds, have you ever done EDMR? Because that's something I think helps you only remember the good.
Eddie, some people are just here. Some people are just here like Christian and like Blade, not so much because you make videos. Robin, no, but Robin's paneled. Like the people that don't panel and don't make videos or anything like that, they're just here to be entertained. I don't feel any kind of way when I see them in a chat that's talking shit on me because they're gonna be in my chat when I'm talking shit on them, on the people that
Right.
whose channel they're on. So the floaters, I guess, is what they're called. And I'm talking about the people who don't go live and don't make videos, don't put any of their personal information out, stuff like that. Those
Mm-hmm.
people I give a big pass to.
Yeah.
Because they're only here, they're not invested in any of us. We're like a soap opera to them.
Right.
And I think that's great because I would love to not be invested. In hindsight, the fuck if anybody would know anything about me, but that's not the way it is. So I
Right.
appreciate those people because they're in my chat because I entertain them. And that's good for my ego that I'm entertaining, or at least they like to hear me talk shit, or they like to see me get talk shit to one or the other. It doesn't matter to me. So I
Yeah.
do
And
appreciate those people, but when it crosses a line, it crosses a line because y'all are just viewers. So when you go at bounce or gay people in general, you're crossing a line to me.
right. And also what else is kind of weird is when I don't know, can you name a single quote like neutral person that hasn't had an opinion about one thing versus another though? Cuz I can't think of a single like anonymous name, neutral name, whatever, where they actually are neutral.
Before the election, I could have named 100, but that really brought out a lot of stuff in people that really surprised me.
Yeah. Like even Robin, like she is neutral to a point, but she's really not because she doesn't fuck with the 33, you
Right.
know?
Right.
So I don't know of anybody that's says they're a neutral or an anonymous that actually at the end of the day has nice things to say about both and never mean things to say about either.
Yeah. Yeah, not at
They
this
always
point.
end
I
up
don't think
taking a
so.
side.
Let me think. Um, I'd have to look at my block list because I know that a lot of people have gotten blocked since the election, and I could have said
Yeah.
at that point that it would have been, because I've always gotten along with Chandelier, I've always gotten along with John, but uh, I mean,
Yeah.
I've always gotten along with Christian, Stoic, all those people. I mean, I've always gotten along with most of the floaters, but I have my limits. I just do. And
Yeah.
it's not them that when I'm having a meltdown that's been holding my hand the way Bounce does, or you, or you know
Robin
anybody that
probably.
I've gone into. Yeah, oh, definitely Robin.
Yeah.
Definitely Robin. And it used to be Kathy, but there was always a price for that. And I'm glad
Yep.
that Robin is not that. Like Robin
Same.
lets me melt down, but doesn't try to tell me how to live my life.
Exactly. That's what we need. We just need people to like I said, we're the PTSD crew and
Yeah,
we just need people to be there for us and not try to tell us what to do.
You're right.
However, the
I
baking soda
agree, but
water,
100%. None of us would have. I would have never known. I mean, I just couldn't tell you how watching that chat when Balance and Hamilton were arguing. I can't even tell you watching the chat what that did to me. I mean,
yeah,
not let alone what Balance and Hamilton were saying to one another, which just really, just I mean, that just broke me up that day. That's when I backed off YouTube for however long that was ago. It was like right before the
yeah,
election, so and that's when I backed way off. And then I come back and I'm like, well, in the long run, this shit really doesn't matter. So that's why, Nikki's a one-trick pony. She can keep saying the same fucking thing over and over, making the same videos over and over. She's a
right?
one-trick pony that wastes too much of her life, man. It's life she's never gonna get back.
Yeah, it's sad.
It is. I feel bad for her for that. I don't feel bad for her mean streak, but I do feel bad that she wastes so much time.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the way that things happen, it's all like, it just shows you, like, you never get too close to someone before you realize what's going on? Sometimes you do, but most of the time you kind of catch on because they kind of like tell on themselves with a lot of things they say.
Yeah. Well, Robin, you don't bank your friendship like I have had in the past where, oh, well, I've always been there for you. You should probably use this brand of ketchup. Like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird.
So, and yeah. I don't do that in my real life, obviously, because you know what I told you the other day. And
Yeah. Hello?
but thing for me, or let me vent or whatever, and expect that I'm gonna do what you want me to do because you think what I'm doing is wrong.
Exactly. I fucking hate that.
And see how Dee says that Nikki doesn't tell her who to talk to or where to go, right? The other day, whenever she was on my panel or Hamilton's panel, I can't remember which one, and it was a big thing, and it was her, everybody going at her saying why, and then the next day
Yeah.
Nikki's like, I told you, I've warned you, we've said blah blah blah, right?
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Well, the same has been said to me by my friends. Don't go to her chat. Don't try to reason with them. It's okay, D. That's not somebody trying to run your channel. That's your friends having your back. Stop being so
Exactly.
defensive.
I
It-
agree.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that when Tally or whoever has told me, don't go on her chat or on her panel because you know what's going to happen. And then boop, there I am, and then the next day they've said the same thing. Tally said, well, I told you not to, because they do say, don't go, don't fucking cut your nose off to spite your face. And I
Right.
do it just the same. And it's not people telling me what to do, but she's so defensive. She wants acceptance so bad for some reason. She wants
Yeah, like,
approval like no other. She wants approval. And I don't understand that.
I don't either. And like, I was just the other day saying how we're all cool with Gorilla Grower now and this and that. It's like they heard me say that and they had to start working on a way to make sure that we weren't cool anymore?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just weird. The whole situation is just weird.
Yep, they think we're dumb and we don't see what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, normal things that happen. I'm not understanding why she's so defensive. Like have you drank that soda water yet?
Yeah, I did.
And did it help at all?
It helped my stomach. I'm not as nauseous, but It was pretty gross.
It is. It's salty and icky, but
Yeah.
same here, Robin. That's why I do love you, because you don't try to boss me and tell me what I'm doing wrong in my life.
Yep. I like people that let me do me.
Robin's a good person. She really, really is. I'm not sure why she gets misunderstood about some things, because I just don't understand it, because I don't see it ever, ever happening with her. Like, I don't see, I'm not going to bring it up because it's not important, but I don't see
Right.
anything that people have criticized her about. I don't see it in her at all.
Absolutely not.
And
She's
I actually fucking know her, and the people that are saying that she has these particular um personality things, is just not true. It's just
no, she's
not.
just nice. It's like they can't understand how somebody can be nice, so they have to find
Right.
a way to like make it not a good thing.
Yeah, nice without there being an agenda for it.
Right.
She just is. And when she's genuinely happy about doing something or getting something or being somewhere, I'm happy for her too. That doesn't make me jealous, and
Absolutely.
she's not trying to make me jealous, you know?
Exactly. And if you really were that jealous, like you wanted to do it too, you would find a fucking way to do it too. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like we're not just sitting here wishing we could do things other people do. We would find a way to do it too. Like
Right. I'm broke as fuck, but I'll figure it out.
exactly.
And I just the world is so weird, and and YouTube is just the epitome of no good deed goes unpunished,
Right.
because we're going to talk mad shit on anybody that helps them out, and they're going to do the same with us.
Yep.
So it's
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 never
just
gonna
the
end.
weirdness of YouTube.
Exactly.
It really is. That's the weirdest thing ever, ever, ever.
I had a goal tonight to draw away attention from a stream about my boyfriend, and I succeeded.
Yeah.
I succeeded so well, you have no idea. Like, this same person comes in my chat all the time crying about how I have low views, and yet I had higher views than him all night.
I
Thanks
still
for
have
helping
catfish
me.
jelly. I need to next time I go to the doctor, the her staff. Hi, baby girl, you better get away from my plant. Um, yeah, they love my plant. They've almost
Yep.
killed it. FYI, not all cats are bugged about fucking aluminum foil, because mine just ripped it up and played with it.
I remember you saying that. I was like, oh my God, so your cats
Yeah,
are like demons.
they are. They're horrible. I mean, I don't think I can raise anything that behaves. I really
That's
don't. I
funny.
think I think I'm just.
Oh man. I can't
Almost
wait
knocked
to feel
myself
better.
out. Of course, fat people smell. What do you think? Our noses don't work? I smell everything.
That's funny. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna go pick up my gummies that you told me to get, and I'm gonna take them.
It'll help if you feel like you're getting a cold or something like that. It's just like a boost of vitamin C and zinc and all that stuff. And I have, oh God, I'm gonna say I haven't gotten sick. I haven't gotten sick because anytime I feel like stuffy that feels different than just like the dust around here, um, I just eat a couple of those, because like it says two a day, but I mean if I feel bad again, I eat two more. But
Right.
it might be at night. It doesn't. They last a good while. They make the powder too, but it tastes so bad that I didn't add
Ew.
enough water to it, and I burned my mouth with the citric acid.
Oh yeah, so I definitely don't want that, and I'm glad I got the gummies because this is exactly what I was looking for, something to take to help either get me through this quicker or prevent it from even happening, which I don't think is possible because my face literally feels like it's on fire. So I think
Don't you remember the commercial? It said it's made by teachers, blah blah blah, because they're exposed to so many cooties.
yeah.
And it really does work good. I mean, for me, it does, and I don't see why it wouldn't work for you because it's all the stuff to boost your immune system.
Yeah, so I need to eat something. I'm gonna have like a salad, like a Caesar salad, because
Yeah.
it sounds really good with croutons. And then and then I'm gonna have those gummies, and then I'm gonna take a shower and go to sleep and hope that when I wake up I'm okay, because it's really sad that like I really wanted to start doing something new tomorrow to try to make some money, and like I'm not gonna be able to if I'm sick. So
Yeah. Well, I hope that you feel better too. You'll have to let me know.
thank you.
Well,
And you
I
let
mean,
me
I'll
know how
text you
you're
probably
feeling.
before both of us go to sleep anyway.
Yeah, we'll text. So, anyways, thanks for coming up and helping me deflect attention away from abusers.
Okay. Anytime.
You're the best.
All right, honey. You got to boot me. Remember, I'll get off here so you can do
Okay.
your stuff, but you have to boot me, okay?
All right. By the way, did you
Love
end
you,
up
honey.
finding your gore thing or to make your gummies?
I found my big bag that I bought, but I didn't think that I had run out of it to use the big bag yet. So
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
it'll work. I'm gonna make them. I made some.
All
You want to see
right.
my brownies real fast?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if the pan
Let's
is hot.
see.
It's box brownies, so I gotta give Duncan Hines the credit. Hold on. Let me turn my camera around.
Any brownies are good.
This is the first thing I've made without can of butter in fucking months, I think. Ta-da!
Ooh, that looks
Salted
delicious.
caramel. Yeah. It's got
Oh
little
my God.
strips of salted caramel in it.
That looks
You gotta
so
see my
good.
caramels too that I made
Yeah.
last night when we were talking.
Yes. Let's see. Ooh.
Yeah, they're like perfect. I just have to flip them over and cut them up.
Wow. I'm jelly. All
Okay.
right, Joanne. Thanks for
All right.
coming up.
Thanks for having me, babe. Love you.
See you later.
Bye.
All right, I kicked her. I hope she didn't get mad. I'm just kidding. She told me to. So I hope you all have a great evening. I am fucking sick as a dog. I know it. It's not cool. It's not okay. I know that one of you fucking haters put a curse on me so that I would get sick before I learned how to become a tattoo artist. So fuck you all to hell. Okay. But I love everybody else. Bye.